Hi, my name is Laurie McNaughton. Welcome. I'm a business coach, and I've been coaching businesses now for 18 years, and I am a very successful business coach. Now, you should be asking, what gives you the right or what qualifies you to call yourself a very successful business coach? Well, the first thing I'd say is I have a very strong desire to be part of something that makes people's lives better. I've felt driven and guided to do something that gives me a great deep sense of pride about my life. So to keep it simple, my vision is just to help make people's lives better, in part because I'm also very aware of that's what gives me a good feeling about my life. So I feel like I'm guided in my career. So now, hopefully, at this point, I've earned the right for you to listen to the practical side of what makes me a great business coach. And I'm going to give you a little bit of a history on myself, short history, so you can get a little understanding of my journey to where I am here today. So first off, I wasn't a great student at school. I didn't know it at the time because they didn't test for stuff like this when I was a kid. But one of my younger cousins was tested, and she had dyslexia. Well, I'm talking to her mom and dad about this. The three sort of critical symptoms of people who have dyslexia is that they have difficulty focusing, they're very slow readers, and they have difficulty spelling. Well, that was me. If you can imagine, that makes school very, very difficult. And I at that point, because I didn't know better, thought that I was not as smart as the other kids in school. And so when I was in grade 11, I dropped out of high school and I began a very mediocre rise to nowhere. And then in my mid to other side of 25, I picked up a book that I read. It was a personal development book, and it changed my perspective on life. And I heard somebody say this at a conference that I was at that said, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. And that was my life completely changed at that particular point. I started to read a ton. Since then, I've read over 400 books on personal and professional development as well as business books. And I've just become a better version of myself. And I committed somewhere around 28. I said to myself, every year is going to be better than the year before. This year is going to be better than last year. Next year will be better than this year. And that's been my ongoing mantra since then. Now, if I tried to list all of the different personal, professional development conferences, classes, courses that I've attended both in person around the world and online, it would take a very long time because I've done a lot. I've done a lot to say the least. Topics that would include sales, marketing, leadership, communication, maximizing potential, and team building, as well as customer service, business strategy, and literally because I've traveled around the globe hearing the top business leaders in the world. So let's just give a little perspective of what that means to you and your business. My assumption is that you're really good at what you do in your business, whether you're in the plumbing business, electrical contractors, renovators, IT, wholesale, trucking, installations of literally any kind, accounting, bookkeeping, or law, whatever it is that you do, my assumption is that you're very good at what you do. What I bring to the table is a lot of knowledge, but a different perspective and a different perspective that has, because I have not been indoctrinated by the dogma of your industry. And that is one, people talk about getting outside of the box. This is what keeps people inside the box because they only understand business from inside of their industry. You got to get outside of there. You got to get outside that dogma to see the real opportunity that sits in front of you. So, who are ideal clients for myself, my coaching, and my training? You must be willing to take ownership of this simple fact, and that is that you have to be willing to look yourself in the mirror and say that if it's going to get better, it's up to me. You have to take and be willing to accept the responsibility, and you have to be willing to accept it at the very deepest level. Jim Rohn said, he's the grandfather of personal development, said, work harder on yourself than you do on your job. Because he understood that as you become better in your work, you become better in your relationships, you become better in your family, you become better in every aspect of your life. And I'm living proof of that, because I've had a bumpy journey to get to where I am today. So you got to be willing to accept that. So who doesn't make great clients? Well, if you think you are the smartest person, and or you have this need to be the smartest person in the room, then nobody can help you. And I do mean to be very blunt about that. You are never going to tap into the greatness that is all around you when you feel the need and desire to be the smartest person in the room. So I can help you tap into that greatness that is innate within you, within the people that work for you. The companies that I've worked with have seen over $100 million in increased top-line revenue. They've seen a 52% increase in the profitability of their companies' profits, which I hope that piques your attention. And maybe just as important for those business owners, have seen a 54% reduction in the number of, hours that they work in any given week. So enough about me. You can check out other videos here. Come back often, because there's going to be new content. I'm literally going to cover every single topic that I can possibly think about on how you build and create a successful, happy, profitable business that works like a well-oiled machine even when you're not there. And it starts with a vision. And I hope with this little short video that I piqued a little vision in you of something that you see as being, this is someplace that I want to go and be better. So with that being said, tune into the next video, because it's going to be all about vision and the importance of vision and igniting your team behind you to accelerate and become the best that you can be. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, by the way, if you want to know more about me, you can go to lauriemcnaughton.com. So that's LaurieMcnaughton.com. And you can read more about myself. You can read some of the testimonials that I have. And if you're interested in talking to me, you can email me at laurie@lauriemcnaughton.com. So thank you for listening in, and I look forward to one day having the opportunity to meet with you. Take care.